Maybe I'm going too advanced with the things that you will show us established in Sunville this year. These are all some very strong reasoning that you make on.
Sì,
chiamiamole tecniche.
sì, sì, diciamo che la sperimentazione anche in
So, and the experimentation of finding new materials, new processes,
va parte sicuramente del mio approccio.
it's definitely part of my approach to
Ma
design.
comunque, come
But
vi mostravo
anyway,
prima,
I was showing you before is complementary to a research linked to materials which are more traditional, like wood, brass, glass. I always try to work 360 degrees, not only moving and shifting from the small object to the furniture, the lamp, but also from the point of view of the experimentation and the material that I go and use. And in fact, the next slide, there's the chair designed for Skitsch. That's, I'm working on a tubular rod and curved wooden. It's very basic. On the other side, it's flinto. It's the stool made in light cement. Well, with Flinto, we're going back and working with some experimentation for the idea. This is layer. It's a table.
Anche qua ho osservato
a lot here in Egypt, and here I actually have observed when you go to the beach, especially when you're kids, many sides that you do some tables, putting all together the various buckets that you play with in the sand, and according how big you are, how tall you are, you add more buckets, and you can actually add more of these and make a table, which is like a coffee table, or remove a few and then move a high table and create a true dining table. This is Nuance, which is interesting. This project is interesting because it originates, well, to me it's very interesting because the idea originates from the influence that I've learned relating and having relations with Swedish brands. I've been working with some Italian brands. These values were not so important and they've done it in a different way. But the shape and the aesthetics of this project, it's a lot of different ribbons put together, originates from the consideration that when you usually do an upholstered product, you have a series of different leftovers, which are strips of fabric, which are usually leftovers. Like, I don't know, the Arlecchino suit type thing. And therefore, in this case, just observing these leftover strips, that was a pity to throw these, I created a palette of colors, saying, well, every time you are just throwing and having leftovers, just give me the color, the color palette. The nuance was important, not the actual fabric. Put it aside, because I want to try to create an object with these leftovers. From there, I get the idea of creating a chair with a lot of different ribbons, color, all connected, and this is the aesthetics, basically, that originates from this. But this was the idea. Then the brand decided that it's too expensive, now the fabrics are too different, commercially it doesn't work, and decides without considering this ethic aspect. At the time, maybe I didn't have the strength of saying, this is not for you, don't do it. I would prefer to have a product less that has all the characteristics, or else it makes no sense, honestly. It's another little couch, in addition to all the ones that exist. This is Zeiss mirror. It's my first product for Gallotti Radice. So this is a way of working on with a perfect shape, not a perfect shape, but actually organic. This is the product Zeiss. A big lens. This is plate for Cristallia, which actually originates with the concepts of transporting and the concept of contract, some ergonomic factors that we usually find in cars, car design. How many chairs have I done? So many. Well, this rather is another aspect of the project of a chair. Here the step was that of saying basically it costs less than 100 euros. So I thought of a project working at the exact opposite. Bye. So I would work starting from my maximum budget, and I'm trying to work on the different thicknesses, thinking of the various times of injection and how much the mold had to remain closed, etc., etc. Basically, just working on the contrary. This is a project that I'm affectionate to, the Fool on the Hill. The Fool on the Hill, it's me. This was designed with Moroso in collaboration with Guzzini. And the idea was and is that of being bored, of seeing how you would actually look at outdoor furniture. It was always something that was just simply done and seen by art. And seeing what happened in Murano, I understood that there were a lot of ceramic bowls that were the places, like the bowls where the sand was placed to fuse this into glass. And when the ovens were dismantled, a lot of people would actually get all these different little bowls given by all these different sand pieces, and they would use these as stools. And so from there, the idea of doing outdoor material, furniture for with different materials. Well, I decided to use the ceramics used in bathroom design, and therefore this would cost very little compared to the glass, to then put a polish manually. Balancing this relationship, handmade and industrially produced. Also, in this case, Moroso has decided to take this product into the firm, not investing on molds to lower the costs, because for them it was too expensive. And therefore, this was unfair. These products, the small one cost 900 euros, and the chair cost 2,500 euros. It was a total flop. If, rather, these products would have been produced how I thought initially, well, the poof would have cost 350 euros, and the chair would have cost 600 euros. You do understand there's a bit of a difference. Also, in this case, probably today, I would say no. Well, this is an armchair that could actually pile one on top of the other, and here there was an experimentation that you cannot absolutely see linked to the fact of inserting and the polypropylene with which the entire base of the chair is molded in. There is an additive, I can't remember the name right now. It's a a substance that allows to burn out all the bacteria. So this chair is a plastic chair which could actually be inserted in hospitals and health structures because it has this characteristics of destroying and killing bacteria. This is my first chair, done for Cristallia in 2005, integral polyurethane, which has a chair which is very simple, which has these legs which are aluminum extruded, which basically are inserted in the polyurethane, and this chair probably, without probably, pollutes 10 times more compared to the chair I've designed for office. But in this moment, this chair sells 25 times more compared to that of office. I don't know what's correct.